Dan Morain, Kamala's Way, An American Life. Dive into the inspiring journey of Kamala Harris, as chronicled in Dan Morain's Kamala's Way, An American Life. Uncovering her personal and professional life, the summary unveils her experiences as she battles political odds and breaks multiple barriers along the way. As the first woman, Black person, and person of Indian descent to assume numerous public offices, Kamala Harris's remarkable life story demonstrates resilience, perseverance, and the strength of character. Delve into the book's summary to understand her stance on key issues, her transformational work in various roles, and the pivotal moments in her life that ultimately led her to become Joe Biden's vice presidential partner.
Kamala Harris's path to politics. Kamala Harris aimed to advocate for vulnerable individuals in society, starting as a rookie prosecutor in Alameda County. She began her political career after becoming romantically involved with Willie Brown, joining the state board and supervising Medi-Cal contracts. She eventually became the chief assistant for the Career Criminal Division in San Francisco before briefly running the Family and Children's Services section of the city attorney's office. Kamala Devi Harris, daughter of an Indian cancer researcher and a Jamaican economist, attended Howard University, earning her degree in political science and economics. She then pursued a law degree at UC Hastings College of the Law and became a rookie prosecutor in Alameda County after passing California's state bar exam. Known for her energy, focus, and drive to represent the most vulnerable individuals in society, Harris entered California politics in 1994 after getting involved with State Assembly Speaker Willie Lewis Brown Jr. Her relationship with Brown ended in 1995 after his successful campaign for mayor of San Francisco, prompting her to return to the Alameda County District Attorney's office. Eventually, Harris became a supervisor in San Francisco District Attorney Terrence Hallinan's office and was chief assistant for the Career Criminal Division. Though she missed out on a promotion, she continued to make strides in local politics, briefly running the Family and Children's Services section of the city attorney's office. Kamala Harris's early career as a district attorney. In 2002, Kamala Harris ran for district attorney of San Francisco with a promise to bolster prosecution of drug cases, improve conviction rates, repair the DA's relationship with the police, and intensify the office's focus on cases of domestic violence and human trafficking. During her tenure, Harris's proactive approach included establishing a crime prevention program at the Sunnydale Housing Project, where street gangs held sway. She also dismissed charges against first-time nonviolent offenders if they joined a job training program and had a focus on truancy in elementary schools. However, the decision not to seek the death penalty for a cop killer further strained her office's relations with the police. Nevertheless, Harris maintained her stance against the death penalty and was re-elected with a wide margin in 2008. Kamala Harris, Attorney General of Firsts. Kamala Harris announced her candidacy for state attorney general just 11 months into her second term as San Francisco district attorney, using a campaign strategy to thin the field of likely primary opponents. Despite facing formidable obstacles, including the refusal of police unions to back her, Harris ran on a platform that included support for criminal justice reform and marriage equality to become Attorney General of California. As the first woman, Black person, and person of Indian descent to assume such a crucial public office, Harris took bold stands against for-profit colleges, child human trafficking, and predatory lending practices. However, she did not take a stand on 2012's Proposition 36 ballot initiative aimed at tempering California's harsh three strikes law. Harris argued that having her deputies take a stand on ballot initiatives could complicate their duties as they wrote initiative summaries that appeared on ballots. Kamala Harris's accomplishments. Kamala Harris's first term saw her fight for Californians, marriage equality and various legal reforms. Her work in negotiating the landmark $20 billion settlement for homeowners during the mortgage crisis, suing polluting businesses and expanding access to police records were all steps towards a better California. As Attorney General, she refused to defend Proposition 8 and advocated for its overturning, ultimately leading to marriage equality in California. Harris's fight for the people continues to shape her policies and career. Kamala Harris, from Attorney General to Senator. Kamala Harris won a landslide victory as a senator and quickly became a vocal opponent of the Trump administration. She vowed to protect civil rights, women's healthcare, immigrant rights, and efforts to combat climate change. Harris gained a seat on 4 prestigious Senate committees, including Intelligence, Environment and Public Works, Budget, and Homeland Security. During her tenure, she grilled General John F. Kelly on Trump's immigration policies and got Mike Pompeo to agree on equal protection for LGBTQ and Muslim American CIA employees. She earned a reputation for her sound bites and eye-catching headlines, quickly becoming a star. Harris used her position to challenge the Trump administration's policies and stand up for marginalized communities. Kamala Harris, a presidential bid unraveled. Kamala Harris, a former prosecutor and senator, embarked on her presidential campaign even before announcing her candidacy. Harris campaigned for midterm elections and emphasized reducing middle-class taxes and supporting the Affordable Care Act. Encouraged by her team, she jumped into the race, hoping to win states like Iowa, New Hampshire, Nevada, and South Carolina. Despite being an appealing candidate, Harris struggled to keep up against strong rivals like Joe Biden, Elizabeth Warren, and Bernie Sanders. Although her star was on the rise, she eventually ran low on cash and had to withdraw from the campaign on the eve of the Iowa caucuses. Kamala Harris, the woman advancing towards the White House. Kamala Harris was chosen as Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden's running mate after influential friends lobbied for her. Being a woman of color with a strong political background, Harris's selection was influenced by events such as the deaths of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, as well as her friendship with Joe Biden's late son Beau. In August 2020, Joe Biden invited Kamala Harris to join his presidential team, making history as the first woman of color to be nominated as a vice presidential candidate for a major political party in the United States.
Concluding an incredible story of grit and determination illustrated in Kamala's Way, An American Life, Kamala Harris emerges from her humble beginnings and creates history by overcoming numerous challenges throughout her career. In pursuit of justice, she took bold positions and implemented proactive approaches in her roles as a prosecutor, district attorney, attorney general, and senator. Tackling issues like truancy, criminal justice reform, marriage equality, and more, Harris has left an indelible mark on the American political landscape. Finally, her ability to connect with people, coupled with her impressive qualifications and the camaraderie she shared with Biden's late son, led the former vice president to offer her a chance to join him in his quest for the presidency. Truly, Kamala Harris's life story is an unforgettable American tale.